30 years ago, a group of thoughtful people, volunteers, came together to form something that didn't exist in this community, and that's a consumer-run disability advocacy and service organization called Independent Living. The disability rights movement was right on the heels of the civil rights movement.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
The 50s and then leading up to 1964, which was the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Sort of right on the heels of that, there were some great pioneering leaders around the country who really sort of kicked off that movement of people with disabilities. A guy by the name of Ed Roberts. He's sort of like the father of independent living, you know. He was an amazing guy, and I had the great honor of meeting him several times before he passed away in 1995. Pre-ADA, 1986, 1987, when we really started to develop the Independent Living Center, things were not accessible out there. The world was not as welcoming and receptive to people with developmental disabilities or to people with psychiatric disabilities or chemical addiction. I mean, even today, we still have a long way to go educating people around the acceptance of people who have chemical dependency needs, you know.
I think that's what this world needs to do. We need to change the way we look at people and stop automatically assuming that they're the worst and the drudges of society, and maybe try to understand a little bit as to why they may be in that position.
You know, the mission is to be able to provide barrier-free opportunities for all people.
There's not enough housing. Not enough affordable housing. And if it wasn't for an agency like Independent Living, who has a subsidy and is assisting them, there wouldn't be any way they could pay their rent.
I am actually a consumer. I use their consumer-directed personal assistant program.
What's great about the program as compared to traditional services is that the consumer can hire somebody that they know instead of just being in a situation where they have a agency just assign somebody and a stranger could be coming out to their home to perform activities of daily living with them.
I've worked for a program called Work Incentive Planning and Assistance, or WIPA. It's a program funded through the Social Security Administration to teach beneficiaries exactly what happens to their health insurance, cash benefit, whatever work incentives are available to them, and they're very thankful and grateful to know that the information that's provided here at Independent Living is accurate.
I wanted to start working. I didn't know what to do. I got in touch with Ticket to Work program, and ever since then I've been a happy camper. I've been dying to go back to work, and I finally have permission, and that's what I'm doing.
We service persons from womb to tomb. What do I do if my child is not talking and walking and communicating with other kids? What can I do? Where can I go? Where can I find services? So we can share information. We can also share ways of helping their child to develop.
We provide assistance with people with mental health issues and chemical addiction. We have a lot of peer support services.
Just feeling like, okay, you understand what I'm going through. I want to talk to you more about that. Let's see where we can start from ground zero and help each other go through this process together.
That's what makes what we do so important.
That's what really made me want to get involved with them. I was blown away about the expansion that they did and the number of people that they are assisting, helping live independently in the community.
Well, the best ways to support independent living and our mission is to share the news about our organization with your friends and family.
People don't know about these programs unless you tell them about it, unless you educate them.
Information is power, knowledge is power.
Spreading that word, spreading the awareness that this agency exists and that people with disabilities can achieve so much.
The greatest ambassadors are the people in our community. Anytime there is any injustice being perpetrated against people with disabilities, we want to know about that because we want to work to make it easier for people with disabilities to get out and enjoy the fruits of the community. That's what it's all about.
The biggest thing that we've ever had is hope. And being a part of this journey, I see a huge future for independent living.